In this class, let us learn motional EMF. It is the EMF induced on a rod moving with a constant velocity in a uniform magnetic field. Let us consider a region of uniform magnetic field. Here the magnetic field is directed normal to the plane and inwards. It is denoted by into sign. Consider a rectangular coil PQRS. The side PQ is free to move. The length of the rod PQ is L. And as the rod moves, the breadth of the coil varies. The breadth of the coil is X. Let us consider the rod moving towards left with a constant velocity V. The area of the coil decreases. So the magnetic flux associated with the coil also decreases. A change in magnetic flux induces an EMF on the rod PQ. Let us find the expression for induced EMF on the moving rod PQ. The flux associated with the coil phi is equal to B dot A. That is BA cos theta, and here theta is 0. As area vector is normal to the plane, so area vector is parallel to magnetic field. So flux is BA. And the area of the coil is length into breadth, L into X. According to Faraday's law, induced EMF is rate of change of magnetic flux, or minus d phi by dt. Let us substitute for phi as BLX. BL is constant, so minus BL into dx by dt, where dx by dt is the velocity of the rod, and since it is directed towards left, dx by dt is equal to minus v. So motional EMF is equal to BLV. So the induced current is EMF by R, that is BLV by R, where R is the resistance of the rod PQ. We are neglecting the resistance of the other sides of the coil. Direction of the induced current is given by Fleming's right-hand rule. According to Fleming's right-hand rule, the three fingers, central finger, forefinger and the thumb of the right hand are stretched in three mutually perpendicular directions. Forefinger points the direction of the magnetic field, and the thumb points the direction of motion of the conductor. Then the central finger points the direction of the induced current. If the conductor AB is not moving, there is no change in magnetic flux, so no induced current. When the conductor AB is moved towards right, the magnetic flux increases. So the induced magnetic field is directed opposite to the external magnetic field. Induced field is denoted by dot. So it is outwards. So the current flows anti-clockwise. Along the rod, the current flows from B to A. We can apply Fleming's right-hand rule on the rod AB. According to the rule, the current is directed from B to A. If the rod AB is moved towards left, the magnetic flux decreases. As the flux decreases, the induced magnetic field is in the same direction as that of the external field, that is inwards, denoted by into. So the induced current flows clockwise. So the current flows from A to B along the road. The production of induced current is in accordance with law of conservation of energy. The motional EMF is given by BLV and the induced current I is equal to BLV by R. Now the current carrying conductor PQ experiences a force as it is moving in a uniform magnetic field. The force experienced by the conductor is given by Lorentz force. F is equal to ILB. On substituting for I, force is equal to B square L square V by R. And this force is directed opposite to the velocity. Its direction is given by Fleming's left-hand rule. So work has to be done to push the conductor against the force. The work done per unit time or power is given by force into velocity. Let us substitute for force B square L square V by R into velocity. So the power is B square L square V square by R. It is the mechanical work required to push the conductor. And this mechanical work is converted to electrical energy and then dissipated as heat. The electric power P is equal to I squared R. Let us substitute for induced current I is equal to BLV by R. So I squared R is equal to B square L square V square by R. So from these two equations, it is clear that the mechanical work is equal to the electrical energy produced. Thank you.